How to say you're man like me and gotta repent when he's out his time. Take a good hard look, cause that's your second chance, yeah. Don't sit down while you're thinking of me as you sleep. It's only natural around to cry. But shut those pretty eyes.
My name is Mr. Chark and I play lead guitar for the Venetia Fair.
My name is Chris and I play drums for the Venetia Fair.
I'm Joe Brown and I play keys.
I'm Benny Santoro and I sing songs.
And I'm Sam and I play bass.
Me and Joe were in different bands and we knew of the Venetia Fair and we played shows with them a lot. And then we left our bands and joined the Venetia Fair.
That's
how you.
That's how
you do
we
it.
got it.
That's our story.
Yeah,
Maybe you guys want to give a better answer.
Now you go.
I don't know. I was homeless for a while and then I just blacked out for months and then I was in the Venetia Fair.
Sam?
This is all I started this band,
Yeah, Sam started it.
and I'm the mastermind.
Tickets will get you a tour of the fair. We got a lot of ground to cover. Keep up, get on. It's safe to say that you get no idea what you're in for. In time to see what we've done here. Hey, kid in the back, put the backpack on. Why don't you come up front? Get up there! Just give it a rest out, just give it a rest out. You wouldn't want to cause a in front of all these people.
Most of the circus was written before we actually signed to Red Blue Records. It was a pretty long project that we'd been working on for a while, and then we started working with Red Blue Records and whipped out the first 4 songs real quick after that because they wanted a full length and we only had 6 songs. Sound is based mainly around my lead guitar parts, my solos, and then I fill up the sound with the rest of them, and because it's music it has to have vocals. So we put vocals on top.
We use a lot of key parts because we needed a good hype man.
Yeah.
So keyboards are just there to hype up the crowd. And
to get them pumped up for the solo.
maybe throw some T-shirts out.
Yeah, it's like a T-shirt cannon.
Like T-shirt cannons.
I typically show up to practice 3-4 hours late on the reg. These guys are there usually waiting for me. They don't really say anything when I show up late because I'm sort of the mastermind. And I just throw these ideas around and then everyone sort of just does what I say.
Well, lately also part of the sound we've been going for, we've been trying to get more of the bass on the keys, and I think we're eventually going to kick me out of the band.
We're phasing it out. We're phasing the bass out.
Eventually
to
everything
leave
will
room
be
for the
played
lead
by the
guitar.
keys.
Bass guitar isn't really that awesome or necessary, so
I'm working on a new voicing on the keys to take over vocals.
Yeah, because basically you start with the lead guitar and the solos, and what you need to fill up the sound used to be classically accomplished on bass in a lot of the classic rock bands, but now with the invention of the piano, we can do it on that too. So that's the direction we're taking.
So what he's saying is we start with solos and then we remove the bass.
Yeah.
and that we're a band basically.
And then I show up and tell you what to play. Well, our most recent songs, we've spent a lot of time on the structure, and we're trying to make the best structured songs that we can, but still keep the weirdness that is the Venetia Fair. And how we write these songs is Ben usually actually shows up to practice a few hours late, and then he just waltzes in, plays video games for an hour, and then says, "All right, play me something like Bumbly or Clunkety," and then we say, "What?" And then he says, "Yeah, just something bumbly or clunkety," and then he goes back to playing video games while we try to figure out what he's saying. And then at the end, it's done.
Well, first at the end, we finish it and then we go back and then kick out Sam, and then we come back and finish it that way.
And sometimes we're writing and I say, how about this? And Ben will say no. And then I'll say, how about this? And then Ben will say no. And then Joe might say, how about this? And he'll say yes, and then I'll learn that. And then later I will be asked not to play it at all on the song.
It's one of the jugglers, good joke on the jugglers. To keep their feet ever hit the ground. If one of the jugglers lost faith in the others, you hear the sound. If one of the jugglers, good joke on the jugglers. Do you think they'd ever...
Yeah, what's with you?
Oh, you have your heart.
Sam's having a heart attack.
It's probably the fat.
Lay down. Lay down.
Yeah, lay
dude.
down.
With your arm.
Lay down.
I'll beat it out.
Yeah, here.
All right, you push there. I'll push here.
Oh my god.